Well, this week has been quite the interesting week around here. Vance McDonald tested positive for COVID-19, and that means four other players, including Ben Roethlisberger, Vince Williams, and Jalen Samuels, all had to be tested for COVID-19, and they had to stay away from these facilities because they were in close contact with McDonald. But those four should be able to play. Vance McDonald is out for this game against the Bengals, and honestly, on paper, this is a game that the Steelers should easily win, but then again, Joe Burrow's getting good. Like, he's getting pretty good in his first couple of games in the NFL. I mean, he's been pretty good for most of the season. It's been everyone else that's been having a hard time kind of connecting to him at first, but now, after what they did to Tennessee 2 weeks ago, there is a little bit of concern here, at least for the Steelers, especially if they get up to the slow start that they've been getting on the last couple of weeks. But I still think this is a game the Steelers could easily win. I think Joe Burrow will make it an interesting game, but yeah, I don't think the Bengals will have enough there to beat the Steelers at Heinz Field. If the Bengals are going to beat the Steelers this year, it'll probably be in Cincinnati, and that'll probably be a big game on Monday Night Football in December. But for right now, I think the Steelers do come out of this one. I think they do go to 9-0, and we'll just see what happens. This could be another very interesting game, but the Steelers have got to get started quickly. Like, they cannot have another slow start like they've had the last 2 weeks. So let's see how they do.
Sportsbook app or website for the most up-to-date odds.
Time now to beat the bus. My lead was short-lived. The Bucs and Tom Brady failed me. Now, Jerome, once again, we're tied here at the midway point of the season in the Beat the Bus Challenge. Steelers, Bengals, we'll start off with this one, and you're going with the Bengals, right?
Not quite. I'm going with the Steelers on this one. I think this is going to be a game that it'll be close, but the Steelers win this one.
Oh, we'll look at this. We'll look at what our predictions are. The Bengals at the Steelers, not a surprise. We all have the Steelers to win at this one. I am with you, though. I think it's going to be closer than people expect. The FanDuel Sportsbook line as of this show taping is Steelers by 6.5. The Texans at the Browns. I thought we'd see a little bit of, possible differences here, but we don't. We all have Cleveland to win this one. Browns favored by 3.5. It looks like weather might impact that game and kind of put it in the Browns' favor, at least, I guess, in our opinions. And the Sunday night game this week, the Ravens at the Patriots.
Well, they lost to the Raiders because of the win, and that was at Cleveland, too.
6.5-point underdogs at home, especially in November. We all have the Ravens for the win. You can check sportsbook.fanduel.com for the up-to-the-minute betting lines.
Years, plus up to a $1,500 military bonus. Offers end November 15th.
Pittsburgh's Big Three are on Pittsburgh's Fox 53. Today at 4:25. Big Ben, Choo-Choo, TJ. The Steelers host the Bengals. Today on Pittsburgh's Fox 53.
Bengals will receive the second half kickoff. Pittsburgh Steelers looking to remain 22-7 as we head to Los Angeles. Kurt and the gang.
Well, I certainly am feeling a little more confident than I've had in the last couple of weeks right now. It's 22-7, Steelers with the lead. The Bengals are going to get the ball to start the second half, and honestly, this is kind of what I hoped it would be like. The Bengals have not had that many big splash plays. The one splash play they did have that led to the touchdown by T. Higgins. And other than that, the Steelers have done a pretty good job containing the Bengals for the most part. The defense is really getting onto him. TJ Watt has had 2 sacks already. That's wishful thinking on my part that J.J. Watt will eventually come to the Steelers, but probably not going to happen anytime soon. But the point I'm trying to make here is that things are going pretty good so far, but have to keep my expectations in check because knowing this team, they do a pretty good job of ramping up the heart attacks and ramping up the stress factors. So we still got a second half to go, and I don't know. I know the Bengals are going to make some halftime changes here, but the Steelers' defense and the offense, they've been doing pretty good. They've been doing a pretty good job here. I wish they get the running game going a little bit more. I'm surprised that the running game has not been going as strong as it should be, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not the one down at Heinz Field right now, so the wind is playing a huge factor too. Like, it was raining and windy all over PA today. I live near Pittsburgh, so that's why I can tell how the wind is. But you can see what's going on there. So on to the second half. Let's see what happens.
The 72 Dolphins must wait another week. And the last team to start 9-0 and win the Super Bowl, Jonathan's Saints in 2009. Great job by our entire crew, our producer Fran Morris. Go to 9-0. We'll visit Jacksonville next Sunday. The Bengals now 2-6-1. Another road game in Washington.
Come on, show it. There you go.
Steelers. Roethlisberger with 4 touchdown passes. Back in a moment.
Boy, what a drubbing that was. 36-10. Steelers obviously are 9-0. First time that's happened in franchise history. And while I didn't get the complete destruction of Joe Burrow like Andy Dalton got a couple years ago in 2017, this was still a beatdown. This was still a big beatdown for the Bengals. And look, Joe Burrow's going to have his chance. I still think that he's got a better chance of beating the Steelers in Cincinnati next month when they go on Monday Night Football. But yeah, this was a real good game. It felt great to not have to worry about sweating profusely or having a heart attack while watching this, because it's been like that the last couple of weeks now. This was a good drubbing. This was a good beatdown. And yeah, what more can you say? It was a good beatdown. Next week, Steelers at Jacksonville. Hopefully the same effect, but I don't know. Like, that's the one I feel like is going to be a trap game. Jake Luton's getting pretty good. Almost beat Green Bay today. You never know. So, like I always say, enjoy it while it lasts, because this is probably not going to happen again for a while now.